Theoretical physicist John Archibald Wheeler proposed that everything comes from bits and claimed that everything in the universe will come to an end. And eventually the universe will end up collapsing on itself. Let's take a quick tour of our very own history to see how things evolved regarding this concept. In 1992, Metaverse was first proposed as a science fiction concept in which humans can use digital avatars to interact with each other, along with software agents in a three-dimensional virtual space that uses real-world metaphors. Everything in the real world can be digitally copied to this space. In 1994, New York University submitted the priority of method and system for scripting interactive animated actors at the Patent Office in the US, which was the first patent in the world to specify the word metaverse. Around early 2003, Linden Lab launched Second Life, a video game that allows users to create an avatar for themselves and have a second chance at life in an online virtual world, or metaverse, whereby users can also communicate, interact, conduct business, and play. Second Life was a proto-metaverse, and metaverses have economies and is where people can express their creativity. Hence, this is why metaverses can potentially create new job opportunities. The Acceleration Studies Foundation launched a document in 2007, Metaverse Roadmap: A Path to Three-Dimensional Networks, a cross-industry public foresight project. IBM submitted a patent application for rules-based profile switching in metaverse applications by late 2007. The first application to have metaverse in its title. At the beginning of 2008, IBM submitted a patent application to the United States Patent Office for system and method for group control in a metaverse application. The very same International Business Machine Corporation received authorization and became the world's first authorized patent mentioned in the title of Metaverse around 2015, initiated by Philips and the Israeli think tank Metaverse Labs. The EU ITA project Metaverse 1 was successfully run from October 2008 to March 2011, giving birth to IEC 23005 series of standards, defining a standard interface between the virtual world and the real physical world to realize the connection, information exchange, and interoperability between the virtual world and the real world. South Korea formed NMA, the National Metaverse Alliance, with the goal of forming a unified national VR and AR platform by 2021. In 2021, Facebook rebranded to Meta because Mark Zuckerberg wanted Facebook to be known as a metaverse company and launched the Metaverse, a digital universe. After this announcement, Mana and other metaverses pumped significantly. For now, metaverses will cool off, but it is a long-term trend. The metaverse hasn't been built yet, but there is money being poured into the metaverse and has an overall bullish outlook. So, what exactly is the metaverse you are hearing today? In layman terms, Metaverse is a shared imaginary place, made available to the public through a fiber optic network. Meta, formerly known as Facebook, announced that Metaverse is the embodied internet. The crucial thing to note is that the company's mission, brand, and even apps remain the same. However, the introduction of advanced technology will be the predicted game changer, with an in-depth focus on connecting with people, along with the ability to bring anything physical into Meta. Screens will be hologram, and soon the physicality of things will become extinct. But we are not here to discuss the mainstream things that you can find anywhere. We are here to dive into the insane world of Metaverse. Stick with us till the end as we dig deeper into this fascinating world. Before we begin, please subscribe and turn on the bell notifications if you haven't. Please stick till the end because I'll go very in-depth, as the Metaverse is a complex topic even for experts. And I'll be giving you, my audience, some promising metaverses to invest in. Let's start our video with our first chapter, the simulation argument. The first point we will be targeting is the simulation argument. Then go down deeper and understand the simulation hypothesis and how it is linked with metaverse and grasp what may or may not be achieved. The simulation point. Now, the first question that popped in my mind was whether metaverse is facilitating the simulation hypothesis, meaning that either we are living in a simulation that is progressing towards creating one in its own world, or we are the original one that's kicking off the chain. But to answer this question, you must have an idea of what exactly the simulation hypothesis is. And before that comes the simulation argument. Nick Bostrom, a Swedish philosopher, explains the simulation argument. He noted down three crucial aspects. A human species is very likely to go extinct before reaching a posthuman or advanced technologization stage. Any posthuman civilization is extremely unlikely to run a significant number of simulations of their evolutionary history. We are almost certainly living in a computer simulation. Bayesian reasoning. An analysis which allows one to calculate the odds of something happening by first making assumptions about the thing being analyzed. The trilemma in the simulation argument was hence cut down to a dilemma by an expert. The case that there are no simulations and the case that the simulation hypothesis is more than just a hypothesis. The analysis, however, according to Bayesian reasoning was such that the probability of both event was the same. 0.5. This brings us to the simulation hypothesis. About simulation hypothesis. He says, the simulation hypothesis in literal terms is that we are living in a computer simulation. That there is some advanced civilization which built a lot of computers, and what we experience is an effect of what is going inside one of these computers, so that the world around us and our brains and everything we see exists so. Because these very same computers is running programs for this to happen. So, what this summarizes down to, or not, is the idea that the world we live in, all that we do is all part of a computer simulation. The matrix gives us a snapshot of what Bostrom meant by simulation hypothesis. Next up we have the simulation point, going back to the theory proposed by Verk and Bostrom. They also talk about reaching the simulation point, which is the phenomenon that there are a total of 10 stages of technological advancement and development to achieve simulation point. The simulation point is the place whereby reality would be no different from the simulation being run. The quick development of AI research and development raises the likelihood that one day we might create our own hyper-realistic simulations containing self-aware digital beings, but that also means it is a simulation within a simulation. Or are we at that stage now? Regarding AI, it is a growing field with huge potential, although it is still considered to be in its early stages like crypto, with the rise of the Metaverse. There have also been issues regarding AI ethics. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is the capability of a computer or a robot controlled by a computer to do tasks that normally require human intelligence and judgment. The researchers warn that the Metaverse, under the corporate control of a company like Facebook, has the similar potential for societal harm as artificial intelligence. Concerns encompass the moral behavior of humans as they design, make, use, and treat artificially intelligent systems, and a concern with the behavior of machines and machine ethics since there can be bias. It also includes the issue of a possible singularity due to superintelligent AI. The singularity in technology is a possible future in which technological progress is uncontrollable and irreversible. These sophisticated and powerful technologies will alter our reality in dramatic and unpredictable ways. The AI singularity could emerge naturally, without the need for significant artificial general intelligence. Although it is quite likely that AI would evolve into super AI and surpass humans in solving any problem we can imagine, it is also plausible that it may lack general intelligence that we can identify. Let's now talk about another concept in its relationship with the Metaverse: the multiverse. Moreover, we now need to understand how the multiverse is inculcated into the Metaverse. But before that, what is multiverse? According to Bernard Marr and co., multiverse is an ecosystem of many virtual worlds, each with their own distinctive characteristics and properties, and what we all are experiencing right now is the multiverse era of technology, whereby online games and massive multiplayer online games are all part of the multiverse. The multiverse is more disconnected, where individual digital ecosystems exist, but they don't offer people the ability to seamlessly move between them or have a unified user experience. This is where we are today, where you can have a virtual work environment, gaming environments like Fortnite, and social environments Meta's Horizon, but they don't connect. This was better explained by an expert. Multiverse virtual worlds will come to function almost like new countries in our society. Countries that exist in cyberspace rather than physical locations, but have complex economic and political systems that interact with the physical world. Metaverse, however, is the concept of an entirely connected virtual world, a combination of augmented reality, virtual reality, online gaming, social media, and cryptocurrencies whereby users interact on a digital platform. Another point to ponder and mainly acknowledge is that the Metaverse will probably be closer to a multiverse than one universe. What this really means is that although presently Metaverse is in its early stages, Decentraland, Horizon, VR Chat, all are highly competent to be a major part of Metaverse. However, all lack one thing or the other, where on one hand, Decentraland does not have creators of VR Chat. VR Chat lags NFTs. And Horizon lacks both, meaning even though these applications will simultaneously be a part of Metaverse, they shall stay in their separate universes, whereby the option of various different blockchains will make things more complicated. And hence, some apps will run on the web and some natively, The name to this coexistence of multiple applications at one point in time will create a multiverse of metaverse. The next chapter is the interface and BCI. The idea of multiverse has more chances of making the metaverse a success than a universe, aiding towards connectivity but liberation. There will likewise be places that aren't as associated yet have a ton of balance and security in this type of metaverse. We now need to understand metaverse did not just randomly come into our lives. It has been a slow and steady step, and contrary to public opinion, Metaverse has been soft-launched into the market. We spent most of the 2010s around discussions of human-tech relationship, or the brain-computer interface, a computer-based system that catches brain signals, processes, and analyzes them, and hence translates them into commands that are then transferred to an output device to carry out a certain command. In principle, any type of brain signal could be used to control a BCI system, and the strengths go on, including but not limited to hands-free, effortless computing tech usage along with real-time communication, and paves way for neuromarketing as well. Meta, previously Facebook, too has played its part in utilizing brain-computer interference the right way, by partnering with UCSF to build devices that can allow disabled individuals to speak under BCI. The next step to the brain-computer interface is the brain-to-cloud connection, where you interface with the whole World Wide Web through an device, usually as a headset. Furthermore, there's also the introduction of Quest headset under Meta, where while making privacy a priority, one gets to be in a shared physical space, virtually. This will also help pave way for more opportunities, work-wise and so, exclusivity for all. In addition to this, Meta is a presence platform where one feels connected at all points in time through launch of hand interaction and VR under Interaction SDK. Furthermore, the expected launch of Project Cambria will introduce the world of advanced VR, an avatar with natural eye contact for every individual, a rather realistic virtual reality with inculcation of more and intense sensors through true augmented reality glasses, also termed as Project Nazare. Then comes IoT, where the idea is to capture data from all around us, and the Internet of Things alerts our device and studies our buying pattern and feeds the algorithm such information as to make sure it caters to the consumer. When you take the connectivity beyond just linking the physical objects to dynamically connect people, dynamic processes, dynamic data, and things, you get the Internet of Everything. And it does not stop here. Then comes the Internet of Everything, whereby if as a user, your store has inventory stocked out, it automatically reorders, meaning, in simple terms, we can procure any single piece of information from any part of the world within seconds. Hence, with this evolution of technology, Metaverse also came into being as a properly structured virtual environment simulating places and experiences that exist in reality, and those which do not. The purpose of a metaverse is to offer to its users all kinds of experiences that are either unavailable, beyond reach, or impossible in actual physical reality. Hence, such technology caters to a wider audience regardless of socioeconomic status and standing in the society. All we need is access to the internet and hey, free Wi-Fi all the way. I'm all for inclusiveness, so I would love everyone to be included. Now, as we are too deep in this rabbit hole, it is important to let you know how you can take advantage of Metaverse. For this reason, let's look at cryptos used in Metaverse. The Metaverse's market size is predicted to go as high as $800 billion by 2024, signifying just how lucrative the Metaverse could become as we move forward, according to Bloomberg. Yet, the Metaverse is currently undervalued in my opinion. As the Metamania took over, Mana became the top Metaverse with Sand, ENJ, and gaming giant Axie Infinity next in line. However, I can see Gala surpassing Mana soon, especially since the whales are buying Mana, Sand, and Gala, and Axie Infinity's design looks unsustainable despite it made a lot of early investors rich. Financial analysts and crypto experts view Facebook's rebrand as a sign of growing acceptance of the metaverse trend and hence more acceptance and normalization of cryptocurrency itself. Even this year alone, a lot more companies are going into crypto and more businesses are going digital. Crypto companies, online gaming, and digital assets broadly could also benefit from the metaverse taking a leap forward. With or without Meta, one clear winner could be online gaming platforms and marketplaces that use non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, as in game tokens and collectibles. And collectibles are heating up for 2022. The aftermath of the announcement on October 28th was immense. Mana gained 302% weekly returns, Sand gave 174% weekly gains. Additionally, And Coin had close to 50% weekly ROI while Axie came in last in the race of ROIs with 10% returns. I, personally, took profits I made from Mana and reinvested them into smaller caps and other small NFTs such as Naka, Alice, Sea Wars, Block, Wild, etc. And then I keep taking profits and reinvest those into other projects. The two major players, Mana and Sandbox. Mana, cryptocurrency that facilitates purchases of land, as well as virtual goods and services used in Decentraland, is a blockchain-based VR platform where users get to buy, sell, and develop land, all while creating content, playing games, and simultaneously interacting with each other. The biggest virtual universe in the NFT space. Decentraland is a non-fungible ERC-71 token land. A non-fungible token or NFT is used to define the ownership of land parcels representing digital real estate, where each piece of land on Decentraland is unique and it is upon owners' discretion to do whatever they please with it. Where users purchase this land through Mana as a native utility token. It's used to pay for goods and services. It's also built on Ethereum and can be bought and sold for other cryptocurrencies or for fiat currency. Mana jumped from 80 cents to an all-time high of $4.16. As Facebook announced Metaverse, up by a whopping 400% from where it was trading pre-launch. Another token on the Metaverse radar is with a maximum supply of 3 billion, Sand. Built on the Ethereum blockchain, players build, monetize, and own their gaming experience. The platform uses the Sand token under ERC-20 utility token that is used for governance and transfers after Sand announced its partnership with the largest social network Meta, where the gaming platform will be incorporated into Meta's newly announced social metaverse, opening access to the game for all users. The result of this partnership was a new all-time high of $3.45 after a low of 70 cents, where Sand stormed 393% higher. Its 24-hour trading volume rose to $9 billion, as apparent in the graph above. Sand skyrocketed post the launch of Meta on October 28, with its current price at $2.56, an increase of 0.6% in just over 1 hour, and a market cap of $2,286,765,424. Let's compare both. Mana versus Sand. Mana and Sand both are bridges between online presence and the physical realm, and they represent two of the largest blockchain metaverses. They are blue chips and are good long-term holds. However, in terms of investments, Mana has lower potential returns, but is risk-averse. Mana has adopted DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization structure for decisions under management, including but not limited to a growing number of projects. Mana token holders under pure autonomy dictate and control the behavior of the decentralized world by customizing, suggesting, and voting on policies, features of all upcoming land auctions, and decide on the content most suitable with Metaverse. Furthermore, along with being a den for creativity, users get to monetize this land through marketing and advertisements, rentals, and other paid opportunities and experiences. Similarly, other users create revenue by creating and selling products for Mana tokens on the Decentraland market. Decentralized autonomous organization also consists of a wallet, termed as the Mana wallet, that separates it from any management as lets develop several operations across Decentraland. On the contrary, for long-term investments, your go-to must be Sand, which has higher potential returns, but is riskier. A rather modern take on gaming. Sand came into existence to disrupt the traditional gaming market where all autonomy lies in the hands of the platform. Users in Sandbox have a whole 100% of ownership over their creations in the virtual world. Unlike the many conventional gaming platforms, players and customers in Sandbox monetize their gaming experiences through the Sand token on the Ethereum blockchain. Moreover, players also have the discretion to create digital assets, upload these digital assets, and inculcate these digital assets into games. Hence, to conclude, the situation is not black and white but rather gray. Metaverse comes with far more strengths than limitations. Along with an elevating social media experience, Metaverse's launch skyrocketed prices for many cryptocurrencies, helping investors profit, hence creates more business opportunities, especially in the time of a pandemic when the whole world transitioned towards digital media. VR is the future, and even though for Meta to fully settle into the minds of people and countries will take time, the next decade Metaverse is likely to dominate. Although these two are dominating, it might be worth going small cap since it might be late for Mana and Sand, but you can get some. Our Fox looks promising. And Naka is building a metaverse yet lacks marketing. Remember to always take profits when coins reach an all-time high. Take 5% from blue chips and 50% from degen. But you can take as much profit depending on how much has been pumped. Things move fast, and I think the metaverse is getting too saturated. And ZK Rollup Layer 2 and Web 3 will be in season for ZK Rollup projects. Look at Syscoin, Matic, and LRC. Although metaverses are hyped right now, I see it can still keep growing, even in a bear market. I feel like many metaverses can still stand since it's going to be a long-term trend. Other tokens to check out are Gala, Alice, GameFi, YGG, GGG, UFO, UOS, and Victoria VR. Gala and UOS maybe are good for the long term. Gala 2 will surpass Mana. Guild tokens can be good indexes for crypto gaming. Crypto gaming is reshaping economies. Crypto gaming didn't exist last bull market, just like many other innovations didn't exist last bull market. DeFi 2.0. NFTs, smart NFTs, etc. are all examples. I was planning to release this video before the rebranding of Facebook to Meta platforms, but I have been very busy and didn't have enough time to work on it, and I apologize for the lack of uploads. And I'll try to be more consistent. However, if you want more updates from me, you can join my private Facebook group where I post almost daily about crypto, stocks, and the economy. I would like to make the group more interactive, so please engage and let's all help build a community there. I will open a Twitter account too eventually. Please stay tuned in the meantime. Thanks everyone for watching. Most of these coins I've mentioned are on KuCoin or Gate.io. These two have a lot of listings, and they pump when they get listed on big exchanges. Please check my referral links at the description below if you don't have these accounts and are interested in buying them. Don't forget to like it if you enjoy the video, and comment your thoughts about the metaverse. Not only will doing so help push my videos to a wider audience, but it'll be highly appreciated. As always, stay awesome and I'll catch you guys later.